Tapelo Maseko, somewhat of a World Cup hero for Bafana Bafana, scoring that crucial goal that sent the national team to the round of 32 against South Korea, and then obviously were eliminated by Canada as well. So he's been left out of the Austria tour at Mamelodi Sundowns, because if you remember, Tapelo had been training with even as far down as the reserve league at Mamelodi Sundowns shortly after Miguel Cardoso arrived. Even took to social media to say he despises the game that he once loved. But 7 months ago, he got a big break. He went to Cyprus to play for Limassol, where he played almost every game, scoring some incredible goals, earning his place back in the national team. And lo and behold, Hugo Broos taking him to the World Cup, where I could easily say he was one of our best players. You know, he didn't play at all against Mexico, if I remember.
100%.
But he came on, he played against Czech Republic, made a huge impact, South Korea, and of course Canada as well on the game that we got eliminated. But Sundowns have essentially allowed him to engage, him and his camp, to engage potential offers, be it on a loan or permanent basis. So he didn't travel with the team for pre-season in Austria. He's at home training on his own, but hoping before the start of the 2026-27 season, he can get an opportunity to sign for another club. And then at Kaizer Chiefs, I can tell you, today probably happened over the weekend as well. Club-to-club fee agreed between Ahly Benghazi of Libya and Kaizer Chiefs for Glody Lilepo. But that doesn't mean much until the player signs, puts pen to paper, because Esperance were keen on his service as well. Raja Casablanca were keen on his service as well. So, I remember a story where Bongani Zungu left Amia in France, went to Portugal to go sign a deal. Spanish La Liga. He was supposed to play for Malaga, I think. Got to the airport, did his medicals, 11th hour, Amia said, no, we can't replace you. He had to fly back to France, and the deal collapsed. So until Lilepo signs that deal, he still has time, though. I mean, the transfer window here in South Africa, September 2022 or something like that. So I don't know why it's so long. It's a bit frustrating for some clubs that it drags on for this long. But it also gives those players who are frustrated and want to get out enough time for their agents to look for deals. So that's the current situation at Chiefs. No changes with regards to Langelihle Pili. I know a lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans were hoping by now the deal would be wrapped up, but it's not happening. There's been players that have been proposed. Ashley Dupree is one of them. Another player proposed as an addition on top of a bit of cash as well for Langelihle. But at the moment, the deal has not... there's no conversation beyond what was put on the table in terms of 2 players plus cash for Langelihle Pili to go to... leave Stellies to go to Kaizer Chiefs, and Thabo Cele as well. Still waiting for a viable offer. If he's gonna leave Chiefs, he needs to go to a club that's gonna meet his personal package at the very least, and where he can play football at the highest level. If that's not gonna happen, he's most likely going to run down his contract. So I had a bit more, but I'm gonna give that.
Give me one more.
Okay, I can give you one more. Maybe let's go to Pyramids. Okay. We know that Rulani Mukwena has been hired there by the club, replacing the Serbian coach who was so successful. I thought that guy was so successful in the time that he was with Pyramids. He's brought several members of his technical staff, Badela, Coach Wendell Robinson as well. But the priority target now is to find a lethal striker. Fiston Mayela leaves on a free transfer. He's a free agent now, Fiston Mayela. The club could not offer him terms. We know, we've been talking about this for 2 years. We know his salary is...
possibly the highest paid player on the continent.
His salary is ridiculous, and Pyramid said if we're going to renew, we can't match... we can't match that package.
He's 32.
Regardless of you just coming back from the World Cup with DRC. So that's a priority for Coach Rulani Mukwena now. He loses a lethal striker. This guy has got a proven record for Pyramids in helping them win the Champions League last
something
year.
Like $200,000 a month.
Yeah, he's on crazy money. And Pyramids were saying, no, for that money we could probably get in two strikers that are much younger.
The players that moved from Morocco and moved to Libya, right?
Yeah.
Including Loch. he moved first.
Yeah.
Before Coach Rulani. But there is a feeling, and I don't know if you know anything about this, that obviously there was an orchestration to say no via Kreda.
Yeah.
What do you know about that?
You mean Fiston?
No, I mean Loch and what's the other players? The players that moved.
Oh yeah, Aziz Ki.
And Aziz Ki.
Yeah, I mean, look, Coach Rulani Mokoena was instrumental in not Loch, we know, because he got him from Pirates to Sundowns and then to Wydad Athletic Club, and then obviously they were reunited in Libya. Aziz Ki. A lot of people thought Wydad Athletic Club did that deal on their own. There's a picture of Coach Rulani Mokoena with Aziz Ki.
So then what I'm saying to you is,
yes,
he's then instrumental in moving them to where he's going, right?
Yeah.
He now leaves them there.
He leaves them there, yeah.
A couple of months after arriving where you said, let's go.
I know.
He now leaves them there.
Yeah.
Does he move with them? What is the thinking and the talking around that?
So I think because of the age, Aziz Ki maybe Lodge 33, 34. He's on a huge package in Libya. By the way, I don't think Pyramids, after not renewing Fiston Mayela, will sign a 34-year-old and pay him close to what Fiston Mayela was.
Aziz is 30.
Aziz
Fiston's 32. Yeah. Lodge is 34.
33, 34, 34. Yeah. So I don't. There's the logic there. By letting go of a lethal striker who's 2 years younger, because I mean obviously the package is a lot higher than what Lodge is probably on in Libya, but from what I hear, Lodge is on good money in Libya for sure. It's the same case with Luca Ribeiro. Luca was going to Libya to join Coach Rulani Mokoena. He had agreed personal terms, but the Libyan club Tripoli were a little bit scared with that looming Sundowns case. If you remember on SABC Sport on the 9th of July, I still remember the date, we ran a story that Esperance had entered the race. I know my good friend Lorenz Kola reported yesterday that Luca has penned a 3-year deal with Esperance. But people must remember that Sundowns case is still lingering there.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to say I told you so.
Yeah, it's still there. That's part of the
Lodge is reported on 1.2 million a month, I think it is.
Yeah.
1.2 million rands a month.
Yeah, but Fiston is on a lot more.
Yeah, no, Fiston is on 200,000 a month, which goes up to, what is it?
I mean, his total package was 41 million per annum, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Fiston Mayele. 41 million per annum. I mean, how Pyramids agreed to those numbers. Where did they get him from again? Tanzania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was daylight robbery that. I mean, he's a good striker, but there was daylight robbery. 41 million package.
It's worth some money, Chief.
That's crazy. But I mean, he is a lethal striker. They did.
Yeah, he's on 3.4 million rands a month.
They did get the Champions League, which is the holy grail they wanted. They did win the Egyptian Premier League. They won a couple of other continental competitions as well. So he paid it back.
Oh no! 18:53. Let's take a break. Oh, not even actually. Let's go straight to Tatana after a very short break.
No, thank you very much. Let's wrap up the World Cup. Spain and Argentina refereed by Slavko from Slovenia. Let's start with a disallowed goal by Merico on the 95th minute. There was a foul. Yes, someone stepped on the defender there when the goal was caught. So if you commit a foul, exactly what happened when Egypt played Argentina, where there was a foul committed, even if it's far from the goals, but in the process of scoring a goal, you cannot commit a foul, especially when there's VAR. But in this case, Lavko did not need VAR. He saw it himself without the assistance of VAR, which was good. I also saw some funny moment when 90+4, Messi alleged that Cucurella covered his mouth.
No. It wasn't an alleged.
Yeah.
He covered his mouth.
No, they just blow a kiss.
No, I don't think it was. I agree with VAR, but let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Messi, I miss
when you cover your mouth, you close. But there it was just a nah.
But who was he blowing a kiss to?
Cucurella. Cucurella was blowing a kiss to Mesa. Mesa, he covered his mouth. We saw it on action replay that there was nothing wrong there. It was
no, for sure, but he did.
Yeah, it was just a nah. Right, so and then we go to 82nd minute where we show dissent by Enzo, and then correctly the referee gave him a yellow card because he thought there was a foul. He throw his hands, and that is showing dissent by action. So correctly, Slavo gave him a yellow card on the 82nd minute. On the 90+2, he went with a reckless challenge where he acted with disregard to the danger or consequences for his opponent. The referee correctly gave him a second yellow card and a red card. And then if you look at the aggression that was, displayed by Argentina play, it was bad. But at the end of the match, that's where we saw I don't know how to call what I saw. Paradis now, taking a player up as if like a wrestling match. That was barbaric. That was unsporting behavior. That was thuggish behavior at the end of the day. And I'm happy to hear that a red card was issued because referees were there. Because I could see an assistant referee intervening. He realized that, this situation is volatile. He stepped out and then they watch and look at the culprits. And the report will go to FIFA and from the referees. And when the report comes from the referees to report this player and this player and this player, I know they don't take time. They just implement the FIFA disciplinary code and implement the sanction. So we can't wait as to who and how many games is one going to be sanctioned for that thuggish behavior.